What's up, Bears? Welcome back to another Tuesday edition of The Den with Will. Oh my god, I look like shit. Sorry, I'm just waking up. One sec. Okay, so now I look at least halfway presentable. So, how is everyone today? I hope you all had a very fun, safe, and hangover-free St. Patrick's Day. Mine was safe and practically sober against my own will. God damn it, Snow. Who told you could come back? So this week we're talking about current projects, and after thinking about this very long, I don't really have any projects going on in my life right now, other than my work here on The Den. My life constantly revolves around school and work, and the non-stop repetition is absolutely killing me. Thankfully, it's my spring break this week! Yay! Applause, 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 applause. That gives me so much time to relax, catch up with friends, get out of the house and do fun things. I know we have the cherry blossoms coming up in DC, so I'm definitely going to hop on the train downtown and check those out. We have a new panda cub at the zoo, and if you guys don't know, I'm absolutely retarded for pandas. They are so absolutely adorable, and I just want to cuddle one up, and I don't care if they maul off my face, and I'm, oh my god! I mean, seriously, how can you say no to this face? It's so cute! Anyway, I digress, and other than my fun spring break activities planned for this week, I don't really have much going on. I just finished my taxes, so Uncle Sam is definitely going to send me some green my way, and I know exactly what I'm going to use that money towards. It's my new addiction, tattoos. I love tattoos. I think they're absolutely amazing. The artwork, the amount of skill and detail that goes into each and every piece. Each one tells a story of that person's life and where they come from, and just the overall experience of getting inked is actually quite fun, and this is coming from a guy who really hates needle. Aaron, I kinda feel ya, we're kinda on the same ship here. But I'm just used to it. I already have 2 tattoos, 3 if you want to get technical. They are both on my legs. So these are currently the tattoos I have right now. This one right here I got on my 22nd birthday. It's the symbol for love and friendship, and I'm going to get that colored in one day. And this right here is my current tattoo that I just finished. This is the symbol right here for my favorite band, Hailstorm. And these markings right here are actually the band members' autographs. This is Lizzie, the lead singer slash guitarist. This is Josh, the bassist. RJ, Lizzie's brother and the drummer. And Joe, the other guitarist. This tattoo took me over 2 years to finish. I got the symbol done in 2012, and in 2013 I got them all to sign my leg one night after a show in Baltimore. And the next day I got Lizzie's and RJ's autograph tattooed on, and then what I did was I got the other 2 signatures copied over onto carbon paper, so their original ink from the signature was still incorporated into the tattoo. And then I got Joe and Josh done a couple months later at a tattoo shop right down the street from where I live. And yeah, that's currently my new tattoo. And I'm definitely not stopping there. One of the things I love to do, but barely have time to do it anymore, is draw. And I drew this design a couple years ago, and I think this is what I'm going to use my rebate check on to start. As you know, I'm a Maryland boy. I love my state. It's a fantastic place to live. So much history, culture, and just plain awesome radiates from the old line state, which is why I want to get this done on my leg. If you don't know what our beloved state looks like, this is it right here, and that is our flag in the background. The bird right here is our state bird. That is the Baltimore Oriole, and it's also our baseball team. And I'm getting so excited for opening day. Orioles magic, feel it happen. O-R-I-O-L-E-S. Magic, magic, Alright, that's enough of that. The flower right here is our state flower, the Black-Eyed Susan, which is personally my favorite flower of all time. And I'm actually debating on getting the crab right here, because Maryland, that's our thing that we're known for, is our crabs. The good kind. Now, I obviously know I'm not going to get them done in the same sitting, but I do want to get the main centerpiece, which is the flag in the background of our state, and that's to remind me wherever I go in life, Maryland will always be my home. I also have tons of tattoo designs floating around in this thing I call a brain, but that's for another time and another video. Which brings me to my next point in the video. We asked you guys to send us some questions that you wanted us to answer on upcoming videos, and here are some of those questions. Evan, as always, got a lot of the good questions on Monday. So I'm going to start off these series of questions by putting my answer to some of the questions he answered in his video yesterday. Alright, so question number 1 asks, what are your views on an open relationship? This is a very good question. It hits right at home with me because I am technically in an open relationship. I wouldn't really call it an open relationship, more or less like an agreement, because being in a long-distance relationship, you do get very lonely, and whenever the time does arise, we're men. We have urges. We gotta fulfill said urges. And when I first started dating Carl, we had a very long discussion about this. And we basically said, whenever the time arises, as long as we told one another about what was going on, we were honest, 100% open about it, and used protection 120% of the time, yeah, I mean, it would be fine. Obviously, this arrangement is not going to last forever, because once we figure out a living situation where we are living together, we're going to probably become exclusive and monogamous. Question number 2 asks, what is the first thing you notice in a guy? I'm a sucker for eyes. Like, I love pretty eyes. Mainly blue eyes, green eyes, brown eyes. Just eyes, whenever you, like, see them in the light, they, like, give that certain flash. And you're just, like, I'm just drawn to it. I'm also attracted to a person's smile and a person's laughter because, honestly, like I said, laughter is the best medicine. I love making people laugh, and whenever I hear a guy laugh and I hear he has a really nice laugh, it makes me blush and gives me all tingly inside. And yeah, I guess those are like some of the first things I definitely notice in a guy. So question number 3 asks, what do you think about age difference in relationships? Do you think a May-December relationship works? Would you consider being in such relationship? And how would you bridge the gap that an age difference can bring? Again, this is a question that hits me right at home because I am technically in a May-December relationship. There is a very huge age difference between me and my boyfriend Carl. I am 23, and this is the part where I get a lot of shit from my straight friends. I've gotten shit from family members, and I've gotten shit from a couple of gay people, actually. Carl is 42 years old, so you do the math. That's like a 19, almost 20-year difference in age. Okay, I know, I'm not really the best at math. That's the dyslexia talking. Honestly, I think we really make it work. I have another member in my family. They're also in a May-December relationship, sorta? My cousin, she's 30, and she just married her husband, who is in his 50s and already has 2 adult kids. When I first told my parents I was dating an older man, they at first were hesitant about it, but then I reminded them about my cousin, and then they just sort of went along with it. I mean, there's nothing really much you can do about it. If you love someone, love has no age. I mean, unless you're 60 and you're dating an 18-year-old, that's just a little too much. Especially in the gay community and the bear community, I've noticed there really is not much an age barrier. Especially when I go up to Montreal, I see guys who are like in their 60s dating men in their 40s. I see guys in their 20s dating 40-year-olds like me. And yeah, I mean, as long as you can make it work and as long as you're happy, I'd say go for it. Do whatever makes you happy. So question 4 asks, would you say it is easier being gay now than when you came out? Absolutely. 100% yes. Right before I came out, I was scared, absolutely petrified of what my parents would say, what my friends would say. I honestly had no idea. I was very afraid. But once I finally did it, in fact, I came out to my mom drunk in a parking lot of a subway station, but that is going to be a different story for an upcoming video about our coming out stories, and I'm really going to enjoy telling you that because that's a really funny story. But yeah, honestly, after I came out, I was more open and honest about myself. I got a huge confidence boost in myself. I love myself more. I just go with the flow every day. And honestly, if anybody has any problems with it, fuck them. I don't care. So yes, I can honestly say with 100% confidence that I am so much more happier being gay now than right before or right after I just came out. Question number 5 reads, how do you feel about so-called A-list bears? I think the concept is kind of dumb in a supposedly inclusive community. How do you deal with the A-list bear attitude? Wow, that is a tough question because honestly, I cannot stand A-list bears. I hate people who think their shit doesn't stink. Honestly, the bear community is supposed to represent everyone just coming together for a common good or a common cause. And honestly, when you have A-list bears like thinking they're better than one another, it really just defeats the purpose. We have a weekly gathering of bears in DC called the Bear Happy Hour, and I definitely see this almost every time I go. I see the A-list bears huddled around in their little corner, and I see all the other bears mingling and talking and everything like that. But the A-list bears, they always talk about themselves, they're so self-involved, and then they always throw shade about everybody else. And it's a really negative vibe that they just give off, and I really just don't want to associate with them. But one of these days, they're really going to learn that they were wrong about it all this time. And how would I deal with an A-list bear? Honestly, dude, I would just tell them off right on the spot. You think you're better than everybody else? No, you're really not. You're just as equal. You are just the same. Stop trying. Stop trying to be a badass. Love thyself, love thy brother. We will get along just fine. Help me help you. Okay, so my last question is, what is the best piece of advice for those discovering / entering the bear world for the first time? Welcome! We've been waiting for you. Honestly, there really isn't much advice I can give to you except just be yourself, love who you are, and don't let anybody bring you down. I'm going to quote my favorite song right now, if anybody gives you hell, tell them to go fuck themselves. Because only you can make yourself feel like shit, and when you enter the bear community, you will realize how much of a loving environment it is, how many people want to become your friends, and when I first joined the bear community, I was very alone. I was that cub all huddled in the corner with my drink, just sipping in fear, until one of the bears just brought me over into their circle, and I started making friends instantly. Honestly, it's a great community, and if you're ever in DC and you see me at Bear Happy Hour, come find me. I will buy you a drink, and I will introduce you to my friends, and we'll have a good time. Alright, so that is my time for this week. I want to thank you all so much for watching, and if I could just say right now, since we hit 1,000 likes on Facebook in less than 2 weeks, and the channel's been starting to take off a lot, this has been like a mind fuck of awesome. It really means a lot to us, and please keep on spreading the words to your friends, bring them into the den so they could be a part of the discussion. And for those of you who have yet to like our page or subscribe to the channel, please follow the links below to my junk. Come on back tomorrow to see what projects our British bear Aaron has been working on. I will see you all next Tuesday. Until then, have a great week. If you all are on spring break from school this week, make sure you're all having fun, be responsible, and don't be stupid by drinking and driving. Bye, guys.